What'd you do, Janelle?
Shot a coyote.
Mm.
What'd you do, Brian?
Push some buttons.
He called the coyote in. Pretty typical. It's kind of how we roll. Hmm? You want to take it? Yeah, that's a coyote.
Yeah. So what happened tonight?
So Brian got some new sounds, and they work. First set we went to, nothing like the whole time, and we got back up to the truck, and then they started howling. But they were a long ways off, and
Yeah.
we decided to get out of there anyway. We maybe could have gone back out and tried getting them in the rest of the way, but
Yeah, we had just walked a quarter mile back in.
on this icy, nasty,
Yeah.
it was bad. So we came to the second spot, which wasn't where we intended on going, and we didn't go to the second spot we intended on going to because of the crunchy, icy. We knew getting back to where we wanted to go there was going to be shooting ourselves in the foot with the noise and everything. So
Yeah, every time we've been there, there's been a foot of water and 30,
yeah, I was
20, 30 yards wide.
took a shed walk back there about a week ago now, and there was still a lot of ice and snow packed up under the tree line. So anyway, we decided to come to this other spot that we have not hunted in probably a year.
Yeah.
Realistically, probably a year. And it's always been pretty decent for us. But it's just a big, wide open field, and it's just this super short. Like they had a really too good of a combine, bean stubble. And we're standing here, and I don't know, we were maybe, 25 minutes in? I don't know, not super long. When I look at Brian, I'm like, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah. Well, we were distracted earlier. There was two raccoons, or a raccoon and chasing a possum, or two possums.
They were rolling all over each other. They never made a peep. So, and they were so tight and wouldn't we couldn't tell what they were. I mean, they were a little ways off too, but being really weird.
So I played some raccoon sounds just to
see what they do.
Yeah, and
they didn't really care.
No,
they were too busy
not
with
a
each
bit.
other.
We had a skunk by us and a couple other critters running around
There's
there.
about a dozen deer across the street.
A lot of deer we seen tonight.
Yeah, a lot of deer. So anyway, I had turned to Brian and I'm like, I'm just not feeling this. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just tired, whatever. And he's like, I don't know, he made some comment about being patient, and I was like, whatever. Yeah, right.
She actually said, she's like, that's what you're for.
Yes.
That's why I keep you around.
That's why I keep you around, because I'm not. I did certain days I just don't have the patience. Well, Brian was right, and it worked out, because it couldn't have been 30 seconds after those words left my lips that I was like, oh.
Yeah.
There's one.
Yeah, it was pretty far out.
It was. It came a long ways across this field. I mean, when you see my video, it's a speck, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
The only way you can tell it's coyote is by the way it moves. And
yep, 100% at the very beginning, because we had a couple coons and skunks go across the back wood line where we're at here, and trotting along. Oh no, that's not moving like a coyote, not moving like a coyote. This thing is, I spotted it, and as soon as it moved, Brian and I were like, oh yeah, that's a coyote. So got a lot of video of it coming in, and I don't know, Brian's not sure. We're not sure how far it was when I shot it. I zoomed into 10x. Brian was at, what'd you say, 6.5?
6.1.
And I was kind of waiting and thought it was gonna get maybe closer, and then it kind of just started hanging up, and Brian was really waiting for me to shoot, although he didn't say anything.
Well, I was a little nervous. It stopped there for, seemed like forever, and it looking, I had on a breeding sound, and there's some yips and some barks, and
then it would stop. The sound would stop and pause, and the coyote would start coming again, and then it would start barking, and the coyote would stop again and just check up. And
it never looked at us. I don't think it.
No, which I'm surprised. It did at one point come, I think pretty close to what would have been directly downwind.
Yeah.
And I think when it did, it was just too far out. I mean, the wind's not blowing much at all. It's like 3, 5
Yeah.
maybe. So anyway, it's laying down out here. Let's go see.
Yep. We haven't gone out there yet or nothing. Turn my gun here too.
Old school style. Take you on a little walk about here.
Yep. So Janelle's got a breeding sound on her call that we really like.
It's actually Brian's favorite sound.
Yeah, it cracks me up when we hear it. I can't tell you what I call it, but it's pretty funny. So I went on Predator University and I downloaded a couple breeding sounds because I don't really have much. I hope you can hear me over there, all this crunching.
It's actually kind of cool, speaking of the ice, when I hit the Coyote when he ran a little bit, he actually wiped out, it sounds like, on some of this ice, and he goes, you can hear him like skim across the ice.
Yeah, he totally wiped out when he fell to his death.
Anyway, your sound.
Yeah, so was it last night or night? I don't know, it was last night. I downloaded a couple sounds, and you got to buy all these sounds. They're not free, but
they're not?
No.
Oh.
They range depending on whose sounds they are, anywhere from I think I paid $3 or $4 per sound up to 11, I think, at the most. But you got to have sounds for
everything.
Each part of the season, and then you got coyote sounds and all your other critter sounds, and so you get a variety of things to play. But apparently I picked one that worked. I did play these sounds at the first set, but
the coyotes just weren't there yet.
No, sure they weren't awake yet. You're there pretty early. And here we go.
Oh, it's all
My guess was a male.
lucky. Big head.
Let's see.
It is a male.
I was right.
100%.
Here's where he I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is where he wiped out.
Yeah.
I don't see the ice he slipped on, or
No,
must have tripped on a lump in the field or something. But, I'd say it's pretty good size.
yeah.
A little skinny.
Oh boy. That would be the exit side.
Let's see what them chomp look like.
That's a big head.
Yeah, looks good.
Average.
Yeah.
Crazy. It is pretty big though.
Nice tail.
Pretty scruffy otherwise.
Yeah.
Definitely looks better on that side. But yeah, look how rubbed out he is in his shoulders.
Yeah. By himself, that's why I thought he was a male come to breeding sounds.
Yeah. Anyway.
From where we're at, shoot, he still came 400 or 500 yards.
I would say easy.
Maybe even 6.
It's over half a mile straight east to west on this.
Oh yeah.
Or, from the road to the woods. And he came on the angle. I mean, from the amount of time it took him to come in, I bet he come from at least 3/4 of a mile away. If he was coming the whole time, I don't know. He came from a long ways. I mean, just across this field, he probably came almost half a mile.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
another one bites the dust. Gonna get him drug out of here and I think go home and go to bed.
Sounds good to me too.
Got a long weekend. I got free throw tournament for my daughter tomorrow, so I gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, and a birthday party for your husband too.
Yeah, I'll probably be up this late again tomorrow. It'll be great.
Yeah.
We need sleep.
So,
Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and hopefully we'll catch you again soon.
see you on the next one.